Hey there, readers and writers. Thanks for joining me again. Vinny wanted to say hi and ask if you have any treats for him. All right, he has to go now. So yesterday, you read a new article and determined the meaning of some unknown vocabulary using close reading strategies. Today, we're going to determine the main idea and supporting details. Remember our guiding questions? These two questions will help guide your thinking and learning throughout this unit of study. We have, why are the world's freshwater sources threatened? And how do people persuade others to take action to contribute to a better world? Take a moment and think about our article for this week and how it relates to that first question. Let's make sure you have everything you need for today's lesson. First, make sure you have a copy of the text, Facing Pressure, More Schools Scramble to Get Lead Out of Water. Just as a reminder, we'll be using this text all week, and it's located in your ELA packet on page 32. You'll also need a copy of Lesson 11 and the Lesson 11 note catcher on pages 36 and 37 of your ELA packet. You're also going to need a pencil to write with. Pause the video here and make sure you have all the materials you need for this lesson. The learning target for this lesson is, I can determine the main idea and supporting details of a text. As you may remember from the last few weeks, the main idea is the big idea that the author wants you to understand and take away from reading a text. A supporting detail is a detail in the text that helps you understand that main idea. First, read Facing Pressure, More Schools Scramble to Get Lead Out of Water with your family member, caregiver, or friend. If you'd like, go back to the Lesson 10 video to hear the text read aloud to you. Pause here and do your reading. All right, remember that the main idea is the key point the author wants you to take away from reading the text, and it's found by careful analysis of the text for supporting details. Analysis is looking and thinking closely about the text. Now that you've read the text, I'd like you to think to yourself about these questions. What's the main idea of the article? And what are 2 to 3 supporting details? Think about what in the article helped you determine the main idea. These might be your supporting details. Pause the video here and think about these questions. Make sure to go back into the text. Now it's time to talk about the text with a family member, caregiver, or friend. The first question is, what is the main idea of the text and how do you know? And the second question is, what are 2 to 3 supporting details? Pause the video here and discuss. Now it's time to write about your main idea. Turn to the Lesson 11 note catcher on page 37 of your ELA packet. The task is to write the main idea of the text in that first box of the note catcher. Then 2 to 3 supporting details in the boxes below. Remember what you just talked about. Pause here and complete your writing task. Nice job writing about the lead in the water causing problems in schools. It's time for us to wrap up the lesson. Make sure you share your writing with someone and tell them why you chose to write what you did. Also, please remember to spend 20 minutes reading with a family member, caregiver, or friend. Let's take a second and think back about our learning target for today. I can determine the main idea and supporting details of a text. Take a few moments and think about whether you met this learning target today. This is your 3rd week with the learning target. You can also think about if it's getting easier to pick out the main idea and supporting details. Before we sign off, I want you to work on your fluency practice. Ask an adult to read the text to you and follow along. Then practice reading the text at least 2 times on your own. That's it for today. Thanks for joining and learning with me again. I'm looking forward to working with you again tomorrow. Like last week, we're going to work with our second guiding question. How do people persuade others to take action to contribute to a better world? Can't wait to see you then. All right, bye.